Hello, lab students. Week 5 is usually when I give you a rundown of how the midterm will go, but since we didn't get to meet this week, I thought I'd give you a quick little glance through a video and also answer some other questions. So, first of all, let's take a look through the Word document that we missed this week. So, Module 5, looking at the respiratory system, we will be completing this lab next week, but your midterm will still include some information from this lab. So it would be your advantage, or to your advantage, to look through this, answer the questions. You don't have to submit them this week because we haven't done the actual work, but it would help you immensely to look through this, study this, because you will be tested on it. So let's take a look. Scroll down to pre-lab. You guys can handle that part. What I think is the most important for you to understand is what tidal volume, expiratory reserve volume, and vital capacity are. Tidal volume is your normal everyday breathing. So you while you're watching this, me while I'm talking, every breath in, every breath out is just kind of an average breath. That's a tidal volume. We usually see that around 500 milliliters, depending on the size of the person and the sex of the person. But the expiratory reserve volume is a little bit bigger breath. So if you do a normal tidal volume in and out, and then you blow all the way to the end until your lungs feel like they're empty, that is your expiratory reserve volume. It's the amount that you usually keep during a normal breath, but you could really blow out if you tried really hard. And then lastly, your vital capacity is the measurement of your biggest breath in to your deepest breath out. So if you breathe in as much as you can and your chest expands, and then all the way out from the top to the very bottom is your vital capacity. All right, make sure you understand those, both for this and your lecture midterm. And for the cat specimen, I know we didn't get to look at that obviously, but I do want you to check out your dissection guide, because the pictures that are on your midterm, I believe there's 3, maybe 4 that are from the lung section. So you will want to look at both the lungs and the trachea. So the lungs as they sit in the cat, the lungs what they look like when they're removed from the cat, and then also the trachea when it's removed from the cat. I think the pictures do a really good job in this section of showing you what the cat looks like. So take a look at those, make sure you understand what you're looking at, compare it back to your human anatomy so it all starts to make sense. Alright, and then post-lab questions. Obviously you can't answer number 1 yet because we haven't done the dissection, but you should be able to read through and research 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think if you have any questions on those, I am happy to answer them, but you should be able to figure those out with a little bit of research. Okay. Alright, let's jump back to here. So we're in Module 5. As I said, you'll definitely want to go back to the dissection guide, check out those pictures, but I'm going to give you a quick, fast forward preview of what your lab midterm will look like. If you took A&P I last year, or last term, you are kind of prepped already. It's very similar. It's just pictures, arrows. There are a couple questions that don't have pictures this time around. They are multiple choice, but things like heart sounds are something that you're going to want to understand, and also the valves and blood flow. So here we go. Here's your fast forward preview of what your midterm will look like. Maybe. Oh goodness, I thought I had it up. Okay, bear with me. Okay, here we go. So you're going to see a picture with each question. Most of them, as you can notice, are going to be heart, a little bit of trachea, a couple blood vessel pictures, and a couple word pictures. So here you go. I know you didn't get a chance to actually dissect these things, so this is your preview. Make sure you understand what each of these pictures are and what's in them. Alright, so if you have any other questions before you take the midterm, I will be out of town from Friday afternoon through Monday. I will check in. I'll check my email here and there, but it won't be as frequently as usual. So I definitely recommend that you take a look at this and start studying beforehand. A study guide that would be really helpful is at the end of every section, every module has structures to identify. Make sure you can identify those. So you have the lung and respiratory system here. You also have a list of blood vessels that you help to map out during class time, and different parts of the heart as well. So check those out. Let me know if you have questions, and I am happy to help. Just keep in mind, I can answer questions up until Friday morning, and then my internet access will be a little bit spotty after that. So best of luck, and I will see you next week, 5 o'clock until probably 8 o'clock. We're going to go right up until campus close because we're going to split weeks 5 and 6 and shove them together for 3 hours and do our best to make that work. So let me know if you have questions, and have a good weekend. Thanks.